All right, so we're back for another deep dive, into Nicholas Benson's dreams.
It's back into the dreamscape.
Yeah, exactly.
Buckle up.
That's right. So today we're looking at his dream from March 22nd, 2025.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
And it starts out with a really interesting little detail.
Oh yeah, lay it on me.
So he's interacting with an action figure.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
It's not his.
That is interesting.
It's from like somebody else's collection.
Someone else's collection.
Like maybe he's at a friend's house or something,
Right. Yeah.
He's looking at their old toys.
Okay, so we're starting with something outside of himself.
Exactly.
He's engaging with something that's not innately his.
Yeah, and then this action figure starts to malfunction.
Okay.
And I don't mean like, a leg falls off or something.
Right.
This is where it gets kind of weird.
Okay.
It starts dripping this glowing purple ink.
Glowing purple ink.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Totally bizarre. And so, it's malfunctioning in this very strange way.
Right, and that color too. Like purple is always so
I know.
symbolic.
Yeah.
Magic royalty, all this kind of stuff.
So it's dripping this glowing purple ink.
Okay.
But then the ink starts moving.
Oh, whoa, wait.
Back up a second.
Like it has a mind of its own.
It's moving on its own.
Yeah, it's spreading across his body.
Oh, wow.
And it's like enveloping him.
So it's not just dripping, it's like actively.
It's spreading.
Yeah, it's got like an agenda almost.
Exactly, yeah. And so he's covered in this glowing purple ink. All right. And then this is where it gets like completely out there.
Okay.
He transforms.
He transforms.
Yeah, he becomes
This is the big shift.
a celestial magical girl.
What?
Yeah, with a body made of like glittering purple stars.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
So we go from, a malfunctioning action figure to like full-on cosmic magical girl.
I know, that's a pretty big jump.
That's a heck of a dream.
It is a heck of a dream.
So we have to break this down, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Where do we even begin?
I mean, first of all, what do you think about this transformation?
I mean, the celestial magical girl thing.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because, like, the celestial part, obviously stars, space, the cosmos.
Right, huge vastness.
Yeah, exactly. And then magical girl is such a specific trope.
Yeah, it's very like anime and fantastical.
Totally. And there's often this theme of, like, transformation, hidden powers, fighting for good.
So what do you think that could mean? Like, for Nicholas specifically?
Well, I mean, I don't know Nicholas personally, obviously.
Of course.
But just generally speaking,
Right.
It could represent a desire to be powerful or to have some kind of unique ability.
Yeah.
Or even maybe to explore like a different side of himself. Maybe a side that he doesn't usually show to the world.
That's really interesting.
And the way he describes it, the glittering purple stars, it adds this layer of like wonder and fantasy.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And it makes me think about like the potential we all have inside us.
Yeah, like we could all become glittering purple stars.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got this really incredible transformation.
Right.
But here's something else that's really interesting.
Hit me.
The same night he had this dream,
Uh-huh.
his UFO detector went off.
Whoa, hold on. Really?
Yeah.
So like real world event
Real world event.
tying into the dream potentially.
Potentially. Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually his own interpretation.
Let's hear it.
He was wondering if it was like an astral body alien abduction
Oh, wow. Okay.
or if the ink was like some kind of alien experiment.
So he's already going down that path.
Yeah, he's thinking about aliens.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Because that UFO detector going off
Yeah,
kind of gives a little bit of like a credence to that idea.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe it's just a coincidence.
Maybe.
But it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, so let's go back to the symbols in the dream.
Okay.
That action figure. The fact that it was somebody else's. What do you think about that?
Well, an old toy in a dream could symbolize a lot of things.
Like what?
Nostalgia,
Okay.
connection to the past.
Yeah.
Maybe even a representation of like a past version of himself.
Interesting.
But the fact that it's not his,
Yeah.
that adds another layer.
What do you mean?
It could be about external influences.
Oh, okay.
Like he's being influenced by somebody else's experiences or perspectives. Maybe he's feeling like he's taking on somebody else's identity in some way.
Interesting. Okay.
Or maybe it's just about, being open to new ideas and new ways of seeing things.
Right.
Because it's not his toy, it's something outside of his normal sphere.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So that's something to think about.
definitely. And then there's the glowing purple ink.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget about that.
So purple, as we talked about.
Magic, royalty, spirituality, all that.
Yeah.
But it's glowing,
Right.
which makes it even more, like, mystical and otherworldly.
Yeah, and the way it spreads,
It's like,
it's like this uncontrollable force.
like it's taking over.
Yeah.
Mm,
So we've got this dream with all this crazy symbolism.
yeah,
And we know a few things about Nicholas.
right.
He's really into dreams.
Huge dream enthusiast.
He's got his YouTube channel, the Nika Benson channel,
Yeah,
and his Substack, Jet Black Girls Publishing.
where he talks all about dreams.
Exactly.
So this dream is probably like gold for him.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot to say about this one.
For sure.
And then there's the AI thing.
Ah, yes, the AI.
He's very pro AI.
He's all about it.
He uses AI tools in his art and his stories.
Right, so maybe he's even using AI to analyze his dreams.
Maybe.
That'd be really cool.
It would be. And then there's this little detail.
What's that?
The day before this dream,
Okay.
he was taking pictures of new action figures.
Oh, wow. So the action figure theme is already present
It's already there.
before the dream.
Yeah, so it's like it's in his mind.
It's percolating.
And then this is really wild.
All right.
Also, the day before the dream, he played this VR game
All right.
that was like a superpower simulator.
Whoa, hold on. A superpower simulator.
Shit.
And then he dreams about becoming a celestial magical girl
I know, right?
with all these powers.
Yeah,
That can't be a coincidence.
it feels like too much of a connection.
Right, and it makes you think about, like,
What a-
how our waking experiences can influence our dreams.
Yeah.
Like, maybe playing that VR game primed his mind
To have this kind of dream.
for this exact kind of dream.
It's fascinating.
So what are we thinking here?
Well, I mean, we've got a lot of pieces to this puzzle.
We do.
This dream, the UFO detector, his interest in dreams, and AI, the action figures, the VR game.
It's like a tapestry.
It is a tapestry.
Yeah.
And it all seems to be pointing to, like,
It's that.
this idea of Nicholas exploring his creativity, his fascination with the unknown,
Right.
and maybe even his own identity.
And the power that comes with all of that,
Yeah,
it's like he's on this journey of self-discovery.
I think so too.
And he's using all these different tools and experiences to help him along the way.
Dreams, AI technology, even video games.
It's all connected. It's all connected.
And this dream is like a snapshot of that journey.
Yeah, it's a glimpse into his inner world.
Exactly.
So to kind of wrap things up,
Okay.
on March 22nd, 2025, Nicholas dreamed about a borrowed action figure dripping glowing purple ink, transforming into a celestial magical girl with his UFO detector going off.
Right. He was thinking about aliens.
Yeah, alien abduction, alien experiment.
It's all there.
And we talked about what all this could mean.
The symbolism, the potential connections to his waking life.
Yeah,
And of course, these are just our interpretations.
of course.
The true meaning of the dream is ultimately up to Nicholas.
Right. But hopefully we've given our listeners some food for thought.
Some things to ponder.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So for all of you listening out there,
Think about it.
could this dream be a manifestation of Nicholas's creative passions, his interest in the unknown all coming together? In this like cosmic explosion of imagination.
Exactly. And what kind of alien experiment could lead to this kind of transformation?
Right, like what are the implications of that?
And what does the magical girl persona really represent for Nicholas?
It's a mystery.
It's a beautiful mystery.
It is.
So thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Another deep dive down.
And we'll see you next time for another exploration into the dreams of Nicholas Benson.
Can't wait.
Until then, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.